I'm just saying deedly dee and a doodly doot and a scooty scoot scoot. Scooting into my position right here, right now. We got to stim it out a little bit. Stim it out. This isn't your regularly scheduled programming because I don't really even know what I'm going to say. So here we go. Hey, y'all. It's me, Danny, baby. The purpose of me being here today is to let you know that there's a whole community behind what I'm doing right now. So when I'm talking about what it is that I'm doing, I'm utilizing the community, I'm utilizing the resources that are here in Denver, Colorado. So Denver Community Media is the hub for me right now to learn, to educate myself first and foremost, but also collaborate with individuals that are in the same boat. See, I think for a minute I had been gatekeeping myself from myself, my ability to sit with individuals and to use the resources at hand. I was just like not doing that. And so I'm here in the doing now. So we're here to talk about what it's like to live vicariously through yourself. See, I have another podcast that is also titled Living Vicariously Through Myself, where I talk about my experiences. And this time around, I want to come in and talk to all of these peculiar individuals. And so this is for y'all, living vicariously through yourself. I'm going to be showcasing. No, that sounds only if they consent to being showcased. But I'm going to bring on some peculiar folks of this city. And what I mean by peculiar is those individuals that just have always been a light. They've always just been, really in their own lane. They got a yum that you can't yuck. And you're over here just wondering, like, how do you do it? So I want to start talking to these beautiful local artists, what it is that fuels them, what enhances their joy, what struggles do they face, and ultimately where we can witness their art form coming into place if they're willing to share that. So that is what living vicariously through yourself is about. It's taking these spaces, for me, for instance, even though we're not on that podcast, we're on this one, is that for my instance is that I wasn't utilizing resources and I kept hitting roadblocks, if you will, stumbling stones. And I really needed to take those stumbling stones and turn them into building blocks. And so that's what we're here to do. I had the pleasure of sitting with Andrew. He's directing me here. He is guiding me to utilize this entire space, which is incredible. I think that we have such a limited thought process. It's said that the comparison of yourself to others is the robbing yourself of joy. It's definitely going to rob you of your joy. So instead of comparison, why don't we collaborate? So it's collaboration over comparison. And that's where we're at. So in this series of getting to sit and talk with the peculiar folks of the city, their stories, again, their struggles, their connections, it's going to just create this hub of, I fancy myself a collector of humans. They're alive still, okay? I'm not trying to be on no Dateline or 2020, even though I would love to meet David Muir. Anyway, I'm just here to connect my collection. And, that 6 degrees of separation is really where I think we need to capitalize on that a little bit more, like, I know. And instead of gatekeeping each other from each other, why don't we open the gates, and say like, bam, here we are with all this information. And so that's what I'm doing here with Denver Community Media. They have an amazing program every single week. I'm just going to showcase something new that we've been working on. Like right now, I'm in the studio by myself. I know how to use some of this equipment. I'm learning. I'm going to be able to rent out things for, fractions of the cost of potentially having to hire on a whole team right now. You'll get to know it from the ground up. And so that is in the process of what I am doing at this moment. I would love any recommendations of folks that maybe you see in the city that could use a little bit of, let's give them their flowers. I want to see what it is that inspires you all. So if you have any recommendations as well, again, just to make this super brief, as an introduction to what you can be expecting here is you're going to see a lot of stimming. Ooh, you feel me? We like to stim it out. All right. But on top of that, having these amazing artists in here, having these amazing community members, having these people that have been behind the scenes for a long time, coming in and sharing their experiences is really what I'm excited to hear. I want to hear what people's souls sound like. I want to see what they sound like, all those things. So any old way, thank you so much for listening in to this chaotic little moment. I just want you to know that this stuff is possible. We're going to hold each other's hands and we're going to walk through it together because, again, I have kept myself in a small little box, minimizing myself, thinking that I'm not worthy to invest in myself, and we absolutely need to invest in ourselves. So with you investing your ears to listen to everybody else's stories, we're going to learn a lot of things here together, and I just can't wait to take you all on the journey. So we want to close out with a little bit of a stim session. Ooh, ooh, whatever sound effects you want, bleep, bleep, blurt, blurt. Any of those things, we in the doing. And I can't wait for you to be on this journey with me. So peace out, y'all. Continue creating earnestly in love and living vicariously through yourself. And that's my weirdness as I close. Peace.